Hello, 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 everybody. How are we doing today? It's Friday. It's Friday. Yep, it's Friday, friends, today. You can see my, hold on a second. I'm not going to worry about it. You can see my camera up there a little bit. That's okay. We're not going to worry about it. We're not going to worry about it today. So, hello, everybody. Today is our Friday Friends Day. Yes, and today is a special celebration. We are celebrating our first anniversary. Yay! Yes, so when you're hopping on here, make sure you say hello. Let me know that you're here. I'm just going to pull us up over here just to make sure we're where we're supposed to be. Hello, hello. It looks like some people are popping on. How are we doing, ladies? Are you guys enjoying Friday? It's early in the morning, right? Happy Take Friday. I can't even say that. Five anniversary. I can't say it, girl. I can't say it. Good morning, Melanie. You guys, this is kind of an exciting day. A year ago today, we put together this group called Take 5. If you don't belong to Take 5, you need to go join the group. It is a free group, and we do all kinds of fun things in there. We do have a presenters group that we go live on Fridays and do Friday Friends. But today is special. We have you just making your coffee. Today we have any of our guest crafters that we had throughout the year. Not all of them, but most of them have come back for today to do the anniversary of Take 5. You guys, it's pretty exciting stuff. If you're new to Take 5, it's me, Christy from Funky Junk Inspirations. It is Miss Mary from The Painted Peach. It is Miss Melanie from Painting Crafty, and our best friend Jeannie from Jeannie's Palette. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys, we put this group together trying to encourage people to take 5, take a minute for yourself, do something that you enjoy doing. And we have branched out from there. We have a VIP group where all 4 of us take a different week of a month, and we do a craft with you. We go live in there. We have all kinds of fun stuff. We had an ATC card swap. We also have a presenters group, so we've really branched out in a year. I'm kind of proud of us. Hey, Deb, how you doing, girl? So, you guys, let's just get started here. What am I doing? I'm pushing buttons and I'm not pushing the right ones. Yeah, there we go. You guys, today, what I am going to do is I'm going to work on some gingerbread stuff. All right. I do have a new kit. I forgot to hit the live button on the my website, but here is a new gingerbread kit right here. We're going to get it all together and put it together. The other thing that we're going to do is we are going to do this fun stencil with Essential Stencil. It is a gingerbread house right there. If we have time, we'll work on this little ornament here to put this little elf, and we'll just have this stuff all going together. But I wanted to show you guys something so cool. Hey, Miss Jeannie from Clifton's Crafty Casa is up awful early. She's over on the West Coast, so it's super early over there. What, 6 o'clock? Maybe 8 o'clock? 6 o'clock. I think it's probably 6 o'clock. But it's early. Because I want to show you guys something real quick, something I found at the store yesterday, and I had to get it. The telegram woke you up. Look at these napkins, you guys. Look at these puppies. Are these not adorable? Look at that. Gingerbread house. I couldn't help myself. There's 4 of them on a napkin. I just thought they were just so cute. If I can get it open the rest of the way. There's 4 of them on a napkin, and I absolutely love them. I got that set. I got the gingerbread right here, the gingerbread man. And see, he kind of goes with this a little bit. See the colors right there? Pretty darn close. Okay. And I also got Santa. Does he not look cool? I really like him. He looks almost like a vintage Santa. I just think he's really cute right here. So I'm going to be putting these up on, yeah, there's 4 panels on it too. I'm going to be putting these up on my website with these 2 napkins too. So you get 5 napkins right there. But I thought these were just adorable. I love these tall, skinny napkins like this. And here, multiple reasons why. Is they go cute on some, I just like the way they look. I like the long and the slender look there. But look, you get 6 of them. Oh, that cool? I know I love Retro Santa too. So I really like that one. I thought these candy canes were cute also. You know, is it all candy cane? I haven't even looked at it. Yes, they're all the same. Yep. So I'll be putting those up on my website here when I get off here. So let's get started. All right. Let me tell you, I just painted that and stuck that on top of it. I went ahead and painted this board with this color right here, this French linen. All right. Now, I think we're going to do this gingerbread house on here in these aqua and pink colors. Okay, now I'm going to kind of sit all this stuff together. So I'm going to kind of have that go over onto this too. All right, but I'm not going to, since that's a cut, the shape of a cutting board, I'm not going to paint it this like linen color here. I'm going to do it, I'm going to stain it with the brown. You know how we just, I could get my stain out, but I'm just going to use my, my mind is completely blank. I'm just going to put this on and wet a paper towel and put it on that way. I would use a wet wipe, which is what I would suggest that you do. But, of course, I'm out of wet wipes up here. I used the last one just the other day. So we're just going to do it like this. This way works too, so no worries. I'm just going to put some burnt umber on here like that. And I'm just going to use this, but I'm going to get it a little bit wet. I don't want to get too wet because I don't want to get my wood super wet. But I'm just going to start. See that? I can keep it kind of light, not too dark on there. See that? I used a whole lot of paint there. I shouldn't have used quite that much. But you know me, you guys. I'm either wasting paint or fighting to get paint out of the bottle. But that's just me. So I'm just going to go right over this down here. And by doing it with the stain like that, see, you can still read that real well. All right. So I'm just going to get it just a tish darker along here. And I'm just kind of wiping that on. Now, don't do what I did and put too much on there where you got a ton on your napkin here. You know, be smarter than me. All right. Just like that. Okay. Now, that look pretty? I think that looks pretty. I'm going to go ahead, since I have all this paint on here, we're going to go ahead and do the back real quick. Just because I have all this extra paint, so we might as well get our back covered right here. Just like that. So that when we sit this, because I'll probably put this like in a plate tray. I'm not positive. I was talking the other day on my live how I'm going to take over a spot on our kitchen counter that my husband keeps his candy dish on because he hasn't had any candy in there for a minute. And so I'm going to take it over. I'm going to steal it. So see, that's very pretty. I like that. I like the wood colored color on there. Hello, Debbie Fritz. How you doing, girl? How you doing? Now we're going to jump over to these. Now, I have to think about it exactly how we want to do this because I kind of want to use those same colors that I'm going to use on the big gingerbread house on these here. So what we want to do are gingerbread men. Here, I'm going to get some makeup wedges out. I'm just going to grab a handful right there. Just like that. I'm going to sit that over here. Now, gingerbread men, they need to be brown, okay? And I'm thinking the word gingerbread company should be the brown too. Now, I don't want the dark brown, but I don't want too light. Now, this is a nutmeg brown. Now, you guys, when you have the plastic still on your lid of your paint, if you turn like you're tightening and just kind of pull up at the same time, it starts loosening it. See that? See that? So you don't have to use your teeth is the point. Comes right off. Sometimes it doesn't want to do it. Sometimes it does. Hey, Tamara, how you doing? Thank you, Melanie, for spreading me out there. Okay, so now see, I think, because I really want them to stand out, but I don't want them to blend with that board. So I don't know. Let's just try and see what they look like when we put this on here. Now, I might need to lighten this up a little bit. I'm not sure. So I'm just going to grab one right here, and we're just going to kind of look to see. Now, see, he kind of blends a little bit right there. See that? All right, so let's grab some, let's see if we grab some of this antique white right here. And I want them to be the same, so I'm going to go ahead and do this brown on all three of them. Right here, let's move up here so you guys can see better. Just like that. And we're going to go across the words here. Now, I like to use makeup wedges when I do this because it keeps you from getting clumps of paint along the sides of your projects on this, you know, because when you take a paintbrush and you go across, sometimes you leave a blob of paint. So I like to do it this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same. I'm not going to do anything different to it. And I'm just going to grab some of this antique white, and let's see, that lightened it up way too much. Didn't really blend, did it? Not really. Maybe I should have put the white down first and then the brown, or I might need to mix them together. But like I said, I want all of them to be the same, so I'm just going to go over them like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I just kind of want this paint to be a little bit lighter is my thing. Let's see if I can mix that up a little bit. Let's do this. Right here. Sometimes mixing paint is hard. Sometimes it's easy, and then sometimes it's hard. Well, that was a lot. Let's see. Just want a little brown. Yeah, see that? I still want it brown because I want it the gingerbready, but I don't want it quite as light as the light color there. Let's try that and see if we like that. Nope, I still don't like it very well. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint them brown. I'm just going to do them the brown color, and maybe we'll outline them a little bit and make them stick out. Okay. So I'm going to take my paint, and we're just going to go back over them with the brown, and then we're just going to leave them alone. Leave them alone because I've got a lot of paint on there now. Now see, I don't mind that. We'll see what that does. Sometimes what you think in your head's going to work doesn't work. So don't be discouraged. Just keep adding more paint. That's what I do. Just keep adding more paint. Put a little whitewash on your cutting board. That's a good idea, Melanie. Duh. Duh, 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 duh. Well, I've already gone this far, so we're just going to go for it. But that would have been a good idea. Put some whitewash on there. You guys, sometimes, like I said, mornings sometimes are hard. But see, I'm thinking these guys they'll stand out on here like that now. A little bit. Yeah, that'll be fine. Leave it alone. Put the paint down, right, girls? Put the paint down and just go with the flow there. Now this goes over the little hole up there, so I'm just going to do it that same color. Okay, so now what we've got to do, these are the little guys' bow ties. Okay, so I'm wanting to use this color, and I'm wanting to use this color. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of pink on here. Actually, we're going to put a bunch, and we're going to have this aqua right here. Okay, so let's do our bow ties. And I'm thinking what I want to do is I want to do, actually, let's do one pink, one that color, and one white. Let me grab some white right here. Let's put a little bit of white on here. Okay, so I'm just going to go for the white first, like that, and we'll do this little bow tie here, white. I think the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do these little, go on top and the bottom of the words right there. We're going to go right across there with white. I'm just making this up as I go, ladies. There we go. All right. So now let's go for the pink color. I'm just using the same makeup wedge right there. All right. So we need a pink bow tie. Just like that. Now, let's see. We have cookies and cakes, and then we have the word fresh baked. I kind of want to do the word fresh baked in that, so I'm going to do the cookies and cake in the pink. Okay. Now, with these kits and stuff like that, they come, you know, to where you do them however you want to do them. You know, they come unfinished and all that, so you pick out the colors that you want to pick out. I just kind of wanted to match the colors that I'm going to use when we stencil the 12 by 12 board. So, and I'm kind of going these colors too because of that napkin, because I'm thinking that I might want to do something with the napkin too. Not positive though. I haven't decided for sure yet. Okay, so I'm going to go over that again because it's not real bright. Boop. Just like that. Just like that. How awesome. How awesome. Now, our little guys here, I could take a little baby paintbrush like this right here. And what I could do is I could go along here with the different colors, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to use white right here. We might need a smaller paintbrush. And I'm just going to kind of, I'm not going to try to get it perfect. I'm just going to kind of go across like that. You see that? Just to kind of add some of the color there, but not try to get it exactly in those spots. It's okay if it runs over or it doesn't fill up the whole thing. It'll still look just fine. Okay, just like that on our little gingerbread men. But like I said, if you wanted to, we could do them the pink colors and the green colors too. I think I need a little bit smaller for that. Let's get brush. A little brush had some problems going on with this. So let's get this guy here, right here, and we'll go right like this. This brush is so much better, lots better. Okay. So like I said, it just kind of gives you an outline. It doesn't have to be exact, right? I know, I'm kind of liking them too. I don't normally go for such, I guess you could say girly boy colors, you know, like this. But I see, like I said, I seen that napkin and it was like, oh my gosh, that looks absolutely beautiful like that. I'm going to do that. So that's what I'm doing. And like I said, I'm not trying to be real picky here. Just like that. Okay. So now we need a little bit of black for his eyes. Now what I could do is I could reach right back here and I could grab my red paint marker and my black paint marker. Right like this. And we could do his mouth. Now that was a lot of paint that I got on there, but it's a gingerbread man, so it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. A whole bunch came out there. Okay, and then we're just going to do a dot for each eye. Just like that. Let's do that one a little bit bigger. We'll just make his eyes bigger. We'll just make those eyes a little bit bigger right there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do his, no, I'm not. I'm just going to leave him alone. We're going to leave those buttons alone. Okay, so we got our little gingerbread men done. Now see, they're crazy looking, but they work, right? Okay, so let's set that stuff over there out of the way. I'm actually going to toss this so that it's not in my way. All right, so let's get our glue out. Actually, I should have left that out. Let's pull that back up out of here. All righty. Because some of these pieces are super small, and I'm going to want to use my tweezers. There they are. To pick them up and put them on there. So like this bow tie right here. Okay, so I'm going to put a little, I'm going to take my glue. I like to use the stick fast glue. I'm going to put a little pile of glue on my plate right there. Okay, so instead of trying to touch that with my fingers, I'm going to grab it like that. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom. See that? And then we're just going to give him a little bow tie. Right there, just like that. Okay, now what I like about stick fast glue is it does dry clear. So if I put way too much on it, like I did there, that's okay because it will dry clear. Now you can also take the debonder and put on there, and that'll take the excess. If it, if you have like it shows a bunch or something, you could do the debonder on there to get some of the excess glue off, but you sure don't have to because it does dry clear. Okay, so now our sweet little, oops, let's don't move it. Sweet little gingerbread men are finished. Okay, so let's grab this thing right here and let's decide how all this stuff needs to go on here. Okay, so we have our fresh baked, just like, let's pull this up here. Now I put them on tape to help hold them together. Number one, makes them easier to paint when they're on one thing like that. It makes it a lot easier to paint. Okay, so I need to make sure that I'm pretty straight on this. So we're going to go fresh baked like that. Okay, that looks pretty good. And we can put our little guys on here. Isn't this cute? I think they're just adorable. Just like this here. Right like that. And then we've got the gingerbread. Now be real careful when you're peeling your stuff off your tape too, because you can, there's not very, you can break your little pieces. You guys have seen me. I always seem to break a piece when I'm live, when I do these things. Okay. And so now we're going to have cookies, cakes and cookies. I think we'll do cakes and cookies. So we're going to put this on here like this, and then put our word cakes down here. I'll fix them in just a minute. And doesn't need to be right in the middle because cookies is longer than cakes, so it's going to take up more space. See? So we're going to need to put this over here like that. And then we have our cookies, just like this. Now this looks like this is going to be kind of a pain to glue together, but I'll show you it's not going to be too terribly bad. Okay, so that looks pretty good for our spacing. So let's just get started up here of putting these things on here. All right, so I'm just going to grab my letter again. I'm just going to put some glue on it, just like that. I just kind of look just to make sure that it's got glue on it. And I'm just going to lay it there, just like that. All right, now it looks like I'm going to need a little more glue over here. Doesn't need a ton of glue, just enough to catch your sides. You always want to make sure you get your corners and stuff so that when you touch it or, brush across it, you don't peel it up because the, a corner's not pushed down or something. So you guys, we do have a fun-filled day today. We have all kinds of friends today. If you stay right in the group, you can just follow along with everybody. When one person goes off, the next person will be on within just a couple minutes. They should be shared right over. So you can just refresh and check everybody out that way. I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited. Now, see, I can't get down in there because, let's see. So the curve of my plate there. There we go. Well, Christy, just like that. That'll work. Now I'm just going to kind of look in the camera and make sure that it looks like it's pretty straight. Doesn't look too terribly bad. Doesn't look bad at all. Now these guys, I can just get some glue on fast and easy this way. Put him right there. Now, if you're worried about these three little guys, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. These three little guys, trying to get them straight in a row, you could offset them a little bit. Like, see, I can put him a little bit higher, like that. And then if they're not right in a row, you won't notice it as much as you would if you tried to put them right in a row. You know, don't make things harder for yourself, you know. I do want to make sure he's about where this guy is. That looks good, about right there. Just like that. I got a little bit of glue right there. So I'm just going to take a little piece of this paper towel and wipe it up. Otherwise, I'll have something stuck there. That's what I love about these silicone mats. These silicone mats right here, they that you get glue on them, you get anything on them, it'll come right off. It doesn't matter what you get on it, you can wash it off. So that's why I like the silicone mats so well, for that reason. So I'm going to grab this. I'm going to grab it in the middle, and we'll put a little bit of glue on here, just like that. It doesn't take much to get it to hold down, so I got pink paint on there, so I need to be careful. I'm a hot mess, you guys. It's been a pretty exciting week here. We've had lots of stuff going on, and lots of surprises going on. My youngest granddaughter came home yesterday and says, "Hey, Grandma, Lathan, which is her boyfriend, he goes to a different school. He asked her to go to their Christmas formal. Well, it's Saturday. Holy moly, right? Okay, so yesterday, before she went to her, it was supposed to be a 3-hour volleyball practice, we needed to go find us a dress. Well, we ended up not finding a formal dress, but we found a really cute short dress, sparkly and stuff. Well, we forgot about the fact that because they go to different schools, they have to have sign off from the principal. Well, since he didn't do that, so now this morning she was talking to him, and it's too late. So now she's not going to be able to go. So Jiminy Christmas, right? Always something with kids, isn't it? That's okay, because I told her, I said, well, your guys is the Christmas dance at our school is in December. I said, so you're ready to go. You've already got a dress. Because ours is not, or ours, I'm saying ours, but Northwestern's is not formal. It's a semi-formal dance. So I'm going to lay this right here because I kind of want to, I'm going to go off of these little wood pieces. So I kind of want them fairly straight. Do they have to be exactly straight? Absolutely not. But I do want them a little bit straight on here. And just like this. And I kind of think right about in here. Just like that. Hoping that's good. Hoping that'll be good. Right? Put that back here so we don't end up gluing something to it. Okay, so now we need to get our start putting our letters on. All right, again, we're just going to keep grabbing and going. This little kit has a lot of small pieces to it, but I think it's absolutely adorable. So I want that down a little bit. I don't want that. I'm going to sit it right on top of that little line or that little thing. Now I could have put those up a little higher. It looks like I kind of put them down a little too far, but we're going to just go for it. You know, we're not going to sweat the small stuff here. But it looks like I should have put it up just a little bit higher. But like I said, that's okay. So I'm just going to do that with it. See that? Just like that. I think it looks cute. I think it looks cute. Let's put a little bit of glue on here. Like this. And just going to rest it along the letters. If I can keep from pulling it back up. Get it as straight as I can get it. Again, we're not going to sweat the small stuff. I think this little kit's cute. What do you guys think? Grandma had to jump through a lot of... I know. You know. That's the thing. She was very apologetic. She's like, I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's like, it's okay. You know, I mean, it's not like they did it on purpose. You know, they didn't do it on purpose, but they learned. I think they learned a lesson that you can't, you know, you can't always wait till the last minute on stuff, because believe me, I wanted to say, nope, we're not going. We're not going to mess with it and stuff. But I decided, you know, hey, you're a freshman in high school one time. So, you know, and then my oldest granddaughter, that was stuck. My oldest granddaughter, I asked her, I said, she's a junior. I said, do you plan on going to the Christmas dance this year? She says, no, I don't really want to go. I was like, oh, are you sure? Because, you know, if you do, we need to be getting, I don't want to do what I did tonight. That's stuck there because the glue seeped through on the little bottom part. I said, I don't want to be waiting until the last minute and then having to rush around trying to find a dress for you. We need to like go and get something within the next week or so. No, I don't really want to go. Okay. Well, that's your choice. So I don't know. And then I kept thinking about it last night at work, and I thought, you know what? Maybe I ought to tell her that she doesn't want to go, but maybe we should go at least look at some dresses or something, just in case she changes her mind. You know, because she's a girl and she is a high schooler. You know, they change their minds all the time. But I think this turned out kind of cute, you guys. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Now, like I said, if I did this again, I would put those up a little higher. I don't know why I put them down so low. Or I could have moved that down a little bit. But you know what? I think it looks cute like that. Oh, we got to put this guy on. This is just to add a little something extra up here to make it look, you know, a little sturdier, I guess you could say. So I'm just going to stick that on there. Now, we could put a bow on here or some jute or some ribbon or something like that. We're not going to mess with that right now, but we definitely could do that. Isn't that cute? I think that turned out really cute. I liked it. I like it. Hey, Linda, how you doing, girl? I am in Kokomo, Indiana. How's that? We're not too far from each other. We've talked about it before because we talked about Indiana Beach, didn't we? All right, so let's sit this over here out of the way. Okay, I'm going to toss this because I just don't want to make a mess with other stuff. Now, you guys, we've got 30 minutes. Do we think I can get that stencil project done in 30 minutes? I don't know. We'll find out, right? Now, this stencil project, this is one of the new stencils from Essential Stencils. And if you go check out Essential Stencils, at checkout, if you use my code FunkyJunk, you save 10%. So make sure you do that so that you're saving a little extra money right there. Okay. Now, this is 3 layers. So look at this. You've got layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. We did this the other day when we did something. I can't even remember what we did. But see these little pluses on here? What we'll do is, see the little pluses? We'll mark that on the board with a pencil. And then that's how we line up each one of our, oh, I know what we did. We did the cow. we'll line each one of them up with that plus sign, and that keeps your stencil all lined up to do the magic with it. All right, so I'm going to pull all that out, and I'll show you the project we did. This was what we did. It's a layered stencil also. Okay, and if I look real close, right there is one of my pluses that I put on there. I didn't erase it because I wanted to show you guys. Even if I don't erase it, you're really not going to see it. Okay, now this is a lighter board, so you probably will see it. So we'll probably we'll have to erase it on here. But this stencil fits pretty much perfect on here. So let's grab us a pencil. I've got to get one that has ink or thing on it. And I'm just going to do my plus here. Okay. Like I said, we'll erase it, paint over it, or whatever. All right. So now what we need to do is Christy wants to, I'm going to sit this thing right here just to help guide me so that I don't end up with something painted a funny color, you know? So I do know we want white for sure, okay? Because we're going to do white down here and we're going to do white on the snowflakes and stuff, all right? So I'm going to just grab some stencil brushes and lay them right here beside me, okay? I'm going to use this 5/8 right here for the white, okay, because I can fill up a little bit of a spot there. Now, you could go along here and you could tape all this stuff off if you wanted to. That's totally up to you. And for some reason, there's a board. But I can just use this. This came from, you have a craft show in Delphi tomorrow, but not feeling, oh no. I hope you don't have to cancel. Hey, Wendy, how you doing? The snow cow. Yep. Jeannie, I couldn't. My mind was blank. But see, I can hold that on there to stencil around it. Okay, or you can tape it off if you need to. I hate that you're not feeling well. That'll make for a long day. I saw that there was some craft shows in Delphi and stuff, and I really thought about, you guys, wait, stop for a second. These little plus marks, I don't want to accidentally paint over them. So I am going to tape those, okay? Because if I paint over them, then I'm not going to be able to see to line my stencil up. So I'm just doing that as a precaution, okay? So we're just going to go along here and we're going to get these snowflakes. Now, because these are white, if I get the white into some of the other spots, it's all right. It's not going to matter, okay? Just like that. Now, my stencil says down here, layer 1. It's always in the bottom right-hand corner. Can you see that? Right there. Let's see. See where it says layer 2? It's going to be in the bottom right-hand corner. So that's how you know that you have it in the right spot. Now, I'm not going to worry about holding that thing up there because I'm doing white, and my brown that I paint for my gingerbread house here is going to cover that white just fine. Now, I like to go in a circular motion, but you do you. You do it however you want to do it. Some people like to stipple like that. Some people use the makeup wedges. This is just how I was taught to do it, and so that's what I tend to stick with. Now, what we can do is, let's see what it's going to look like on that linen. Okay, see, it does show up pretty good. I wasn't real sure it was going to show up real good on there, but oops, I moved it. It is showing up really well. Okay, so now we need to do brown here in the center. Now I'm going to just sit that down. I'm going to take my, I want to use the light brown in the center. So I think the two browns I'm going to use are these two. Okay, so this is the lighter brown right here, and we're just going to do it in the center. And it is nutmeg brown. So again, I'm going to put paint on here, way too much paint. I'm going to start working it up into my bristles. See that? You could also get you a paper towel and kind of make sure you got a lot of your paint off. Now, we have this big open spot here that we've got to get brown, all right? So I can just do my offloading right here if I wanted to. Okay? Now it looks like my paint, even though it had been a minute, wasn't completely dry. See how it pulled that up a little bit? But that's okay. And a lot of times when it does that, it's because I'm reactivating the it's water-based paint. So sometimes you'll reactivate it and it'll blend like that. But that's okay. That's not hurting a darn thing. Don't move your stencil. It's smart to tape your stencil down. I never tape my stencil down. And then I'm always moving it. But that's okay. So I'm just going to lay that right there because I kind of want it to be a nice crisp edge there, because we don't want the gingerbread house to be sagging in the middle, like it's got a foundation problem or something. Okay, now I'm going to move this over here because I don't want to get the little candies there. See that? See how easy this is? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just like that. Boom, ba-doom. Right here. Like this. You just gotta, these stencils like this that are layered like this, you just kind of have to pay attention to what you're stenciling and stuff, because it can get a little bit confusing as far as, what step I'm on or where I'm at and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Now, I'm not going to really worry about see how it's kind of blendy there. Now, this is a brand new brush, so there's some bristles coming off. That always happens when they're new. And I'll be honest with you, if you would take your bristles down and kind of wash them when you first get them, it kind of gets a lot of the loose bristles out. But I was lazy. I just started using these. So now I'm paying for it by getting bristles in my stencil projects. Keep a pair of tweezers up here to grab that with. Now these tweezers have glue globs all over them, so let me see if I can get a hold of that. Just making a mess. Just kind of go over that spot there. Okay, so there we go. All right, so now the next thing we need to do our aqua color. Okay, now I'm just going to reach in here and grab some of this aqua color. Offload it over here. Offload it on my paper towel a little bit. And we're going to do this one in the aqua. Right here. Like that. And then let's do this. Let's make this one the aqua color, this piece of candy here. Just like that. And then we will go up here and I think we'll do aqua and we'll do aqua here. We'll do more of the little aqua color because I just love this color than the pink. Okay. Boop-be-doom. Here we go. Just like that. Now, I will tell you guys, I am using StreamYard to go live today. So we are live over on, because I don't want to go over those. Because if I do, then the next thing you know, we'll have them painted. But what I was saying was I am also on YouTube. So I am streaming by using StreamYard. I'm able to stream both places. So if you do YouTube, I would love it if you'd subscribe to my YouTube channel. We've been doing some fun things over there. So some exclusive things over on YouTube that I don't do on Facebook and whatnot. Now, I've been working real hard. I've been reading up about how to make my channel look better and things like that. So you will notice some changes if you already are a subscriber over there on my YouTube over the next week or so, because I'm going to start working on some of that because I've been just putting stuff over there. Well, I need to put thumbnails and make it look pretty and all that stuff. I just haven't done it yet. And I need to do that. Okay, so I think we got every one of the spots. I'm going to go ahead and pull these off here because we'll just use these pieces of tape again. I'm going to pull that off. There's where we're at. There's where we're at. Okay, so now I lost one of my pieces of tape. So now let's take our hairdryer and dry this a little bit so we don't smear anything. Okay. Now, you guys, if you noticed, normally I use the same stencil brush and I just keep using it over and over again. I didn't because of all the different colors and stuff. So, because we're going to be using the colors multiple times. So I didn't do that. I just laid my stencil brushes over there. Now, what is smart to do that I sometimes don't, well, I don't ever do it. I'm not even going to say sometimes, is get you some little baggies and sit them over here. And then you can put your brushes in a baggie, maybe with a little piece of, or a little damp paper towel, not a wet, damp paper towel. And then your brushes don't get dry as you're going along, because sometimes they do get a little bit dry. Now look, I'm just looking at that. And I'm just lining that up with my pluses up there. Now, what happens if it's off a little bit? Absolutely nothing, ladies and gentlemen. If it's off a little bit, nobody will notice. And if they do notice, well, you know what? They're no friends of ours because they shouldn't be looking that close at our project, right? Just like that. There we go. Yes, there's Melanie. She jumped over on YouTube. Hello, hello. Okay, so now, here's what we want to do here. Okay, so what I did was, where my blue is green on this picture. Okay, I'm looking at the picture. I'm cheating. I'm looking at this. So where my aqua, see where my aquas are? Those are green. Okay, and my reds are the pink. So I'm just going to do that here. Where it's red, I'm putting pink, and where it's aqua, I'm putting the other color. So I'm going to start with my pink. Right here, I'm going to get me a little more paint on here, and we're going to do this right here. All right. So we got to be a little careful here because we got to put some brown on there. But we're going to go ahead and go down through here. Now, I'm going to tell you what I tell everybody every time I'm stenciling. If I get some pink where the brown goes, or some brown where the pink goes, or some aqua where the white goes, it's okay if they blend in together. It's all right. I promise you, it doesn't matter. Now, I'm just going to kind of go over that again because I feel like that pink is not standing out. Oh, but it's standing out just fine. I'm making a big deal out of nothing. Kind of moved my, no, I didn't. I thought I moved my stencil a little bit. I think it looks good just like that. Okay, so there we did that. We're going to do this middle. I'm going to rip this so that I can just do this right here. We're going to do this middle piece of candy right here in the pink. Now I'm going over a couple other colors of paint, so I might have to do multiple coats there to cover the other brown and the white. It's just par for the course. Now I might get that little polka dot pink there, but that's okay because we're going to do those, alternate those different colors around there. I'm just going to get a little more paint on my brush, and I'm just going to go over that again. And then you really can't see that line. You can see it a little bit where that brown was and where that white was, but it's okay. It's all right. Okay, so now we did that right there. Now we need to do some of these little dots, okay? So I'm just going to go, oh, I'm going to stick my finger in the aqua. Let's wipe that off. So I'm just going to kind of pick them out and do, I'm not going to do a bunch. We're just going to do, you know, here and here. I could sit here and count them and make sure that I'm doing the same number of each color, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to. Okay, so we did that. I think that's all that was that color. Okay, so now let's go to our aqua right here, and let's get some on our brush here. Okay, So I'm going to go along here and I'm just going to go ahead and we'll do our little circles. And like I said, if I get them real good, I get them real good. If I don't, I don't. It's not that deep. It really isn't. Okay. Probably shouldn't have done those two right there together, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. Okay. Now the other thing you could do is we could always take a makeup wedge and get down in there a little bit better when we are doing these on those colors right here. I think I need to grab the pink and do a couple more pinks like this. That guy right here I think needs to be pink, and maybe this one pink right here. Okay, so now let's go over here and do this one. How are we doing on time, ladies? You doing okay? Got 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes right there, right there. Just like that. I'm going to just get a little bit more paint on my brush. We're going to hit this right here. Now see, that's going to be brown, so it's okay if I get a little bit of this aqua where the brown is. Now, you know, I'm not going to say these layered stencils are easy or they're fast or anything like that. It takes a minute to do these, especially when you're doing different colors. Now, we could have done, you know, we could have just done like, I don't know, like grays and blacks or something like that. And then maybe it would, you know, you wouldn't have to be picking out all the different colors. I don't know, something like this. I don't think you really could do that. That would be kind of weird. I'm just going to glance at that to see if we need some more colors. I think we're doing good. I think we're doing good. All right, so we've got that. So now we need to do white and we need to do brown. All right, so, but I need to go dark brown. All right, now, up here, yes, dark brown, and then those are dark brown right there. Oh, and we have our little sticks there too. Okay, so let's get us some brown. Now, if this brush seems to be too big, we can always grab us a different brush. But we're just going to grab that. Now, look, I grabbed the same light brown. I need the darker brown, right? Yes, I need the darker brown, Goofy. Goofy, Goofy, Goofy Gus, Goofy Gus. Okay. Just going to kind of wipe that off a little bit because we want it to stand out, you know, be multiple colors is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we're going to go right along here. Okay, and then I'm going to kind of hold this right here. Doobie-doobie-doo. Put this right here. Just like that. Just like that right there. Now, you could take the time to tape all this off, and you know, it might be easier if it was taped off, but you know, it's taken the time to tape the stuff off too. I mean, that takes time too, so you got to look at it a couple different ways there. I don't know if this brown is a very, you know, deeper of a brown to be on here, but that's what we're using. So we're just going for it. Okay. Right like that. I mean, it looks a little darker, see? Oh no, it stands out just perfect. I always tell people, you know, sometimes when you're doing a stencil project, you're going along, you're like, man, I'm not getting hardly any paint on there. I don't think there's going to be any color. It's not going to turn out right. And then when you pull the piece off, you're like, oh my gosh, turned out perfect. Turned out perfect. But, you know, we always have to worry ourselves, right? Okay, I think I got everything right there. All right, so let's pull this up. There we go. See, isn't that cute? I think this is turning out really cute. Okay, we've got one more layer to do. Got 7 minutes, so we are just trucking along here. I'm going to go ahead and run this across here real quick. Now, the pinks and even the aqua color, if I wanted those to be brighter, okay, I would just stencil them with white first and then go back over them with the pink or the aqua color. We forgot to do a step on that one. We forgot to do the white. Just seen it. Just seen it. So put this back on here. It's very easy to put a stencil back on. Just line it up to where you can't see your background anymore. Plus we have our little squares up here. So I'll put that. We need white. Silly me. Silly, silly me. Get some more white paint on here. Now see, my white brush is a little bit stiff, but I can probably get it going again just by wiggling it around. Okay, so I need to do all my windows white. Okay. We're gonna do this. I'll lay that right there and that right there. Just like that. Okay. So our windows need to be white. That's the spot there. Right here. Just like that. Okay, let's go over here and do this one real quick. So, I was trying to think. Don't forget to join Take 5, you guys. Make sure you go check it out. The link is up in my description. We do Friday Friends. So pretty much every Friday, I don't want to say every single Friday, but on Fridays, we will be going live with our friends, and we do just a little mini event. Now we have some talk about adding a day to what we do and possibly going live an additional day each week, but I don't know. We haven't decided for sure. There we go. That looks better, don't it? We haven't decided for sure on that. Okay, so this next part should be pretty easy. I think it's mainly white and the dark brown, maybe the light brown too. But I think most of this piece here is, and see, I want to make sure I got my word right there. We're going to go right up here to the pluses. All right, and line that right up like that. And it looks like most everything else is just painted white, except for these will be brown here, and these will be brown. Right? Yes, those will be the light brown. Let's do those real quick. Let's get the light brown back out. Let's do that. Whoops, that's not it. There it is. Let's do these real quick. Way too much paint I just dumped out there. Okay, so we're going to do these. This color. That's way too much paint on my paintbrush. On my stencil brush. It'll be okay. We'll do those right there. Okay, and then is that in the right spot? And oh, that snow is why it looks like that. Okay, so there was that, and then it used the darker brown in there. So let's grab some of the dark brown on the windows in here. Oh gosh, I just did all over the little things there. But yeah, make sure you check us all out. Check us out. Now, do I need to get every little crook and cranny? Heavens no, I don't. Okay. Oh, this guy here. Now everything else is white. Okay. So that is probably good enough. Now, where did my white go? Right here it is. Let's get some white and I'll offload on this paper towel. Okay. And we're basically putting snow on our roof up here. Just like this. We're doing our candy canes, our candies. We're putting little accent dots on the polka dots that are on there. You know, we're doing all this fun and fancy stuff here. Just like this. Got just a tish more white. Don't need a lot, just a little bit. Because the secret to stenciling is less is best. You can always add multiple layers rather than trying to do it all at one time. Because if you try to do it all at one time, that's when you start getting bleed through. Just do a little bit at a time. You also want your projects to be flat. Whatever you're stenciling on is pretty much a flat surface there. So make sure it's flat. Your wood stuff, a lot of times it's best to sand it. That helps with any type of little bumps or anything that could be on there that could cause, you know, your stencil to be raised up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to just hit those right there. Just like that. We're almost done. We're almost done. We almost have it done. All right. Does it look like I got it? I think I got it. I think I got it. I'm going to pull this tape off right here. Are you guys ready to see the gingerbread? Are you ready to see? Oh my gosh, it's 10 o'clock. There he is. There he is. You guys, if you're in Take 5, make sure you just refresh your page and you'll be able to check out the next person. And there is our other gingerbread. Guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day and an even better tomorrow. And I will see you in the comments. Bye, my friends. Bye-bye.